This is the physique I maintained throughout the whole year. So today's video, I want to show you the exact diet. What must be in the picture? No. They can't know about our jelly cat collection.
Part of your eating routine is having...
That's my orange. Oh, you stole all my gains. Oh no, what's happening? Oh my God, it's a mess. It's a mess. That was my orange.
Mine now.
Now you threw out my entire calorie intake. It's all ruined the entire day.
You're in a deficit. And now your muscles will turn to shrivel.
Now my muscles will be all shriveled.
Like an old man.
Like a babu. What's up YouTube, and welcome back to the channel, The Last Daddy. Checking in. So in my last video, I gave you guys a physique update post-wedding, 6 months later, and this is the physique that essentially I maintained throughout the whole year. So today's video, I want to show you the exact diet, or when I say the exact diet, what I eat on a very consistent basis, especially Monday to Friday on weekdays, to maintain that physique. Because your diet is one of the biggest factors when it comes to achieving your health and fitness goals. Whether that's you want to put on muscle, whether you want to lose weight, whatever your goal is, there's a few different parts of that equation to achieve that goal, and your diet, your nutrition is a massive part of that. First meal of the day is going to be my pre-workout meal. So I've got 4 pieces of wholemeal bread, banana, oranges, and kiwi. I've got 3 eggs, and I've got my yogurt. Your pre-workout meals is one of your most important meals. A lot of my clients, as a personal trainer, they come to me and they're like, oh, you know, I can't eat breakfast. I train fasted. When you think of a car, you want to take your car out, you want to push it, you want that performance from that car, you need to fuel the car. You need the right amount of energy, and you need the right type of energy so you can get the best performance. And if you want to get the best workout, and when you're thinking not just day to day, but when you're thinking for week to week, month by month, you want to be having, you know, efficient workouts. You want to be able to push yourself in the gym, and to do that, you need to fuel yourself. If you're someone who finds it hard to eat something before the gym, I'm not saying you have to eat as much as I'm eating, as I'm going to show you soon, but start off something slow. Maybe start off with just, you know, literally like 2-3 bites of banana. Then we might build that up to a full banana. Then we might have a banana with, you know, maybe an egg, or maybe a banana with some yogurt. It's important to build up your appetite, but it's important to do that so you can fuel yourself and get the best workout that you can. So I'll eat this and I'll check with you guys in a little bit. Maybe 6, 10. Come on. This is it now. This is where we make the progress. This is it now. It starts to hurt, man. Come on. This is where it counts. Come on. Go. 5. Good. 6. Keep going. 7. Let's go. 8. Come on. 9. Make it 10. Finish it. Go. Yes. Good, full stretch. Stretch. Yep. Squeeze. Alright, back at home, ready to eat my post-workout meal. So just finished up with the session that I mentioned with my best mate. Man, he is strong. Like, he's been doing this seriously weight training for about 9 months, and he's like like he's strong. Like I would say he's stronger than me when it comes to pressing movements. Like when we were doing a little bit of our bench press, our incline dumbbell work, our shoulder raises. He was keeping up. I was trying to keep up with him, let alone the other way around. Like he's like, oh, let's bench for 100 kilos, 6-7 reps. I'm like, man, I don't know if I can do that. So yeah, we did a bit of some chest, a bit of back, and a little bit of shoulders, and you know, it was just really cool, and we we're just chatting about it, man. Just seeing his progress, like, you know, he is that kind of person where, you know, weight has always been difficult for him, and he has had a bit of a yo-yo effect, but he's just been, you know, grinding away, and he looks amazing. Like, you know, he's got these big shoulders, big upper chest, big traps, like just looking absolutely amazing. And it's really cool. It's really cool to have someone in my circle and to see him doing his thing, and him even commenting how great he's feeling and how confident he feels in his own body. And that's what I preach about exercise. Like, exercise can do so much for us when it comes to our confidence, our mental health, being able to, you know, complete daily activities with a little bit more energy, a little bit more, you know, zest. And it's so cool seeing him talk about how much he's loving his training. And yeah, I'm really proud of the guy. Really, really proud of the guy. And what I love about his journey is that he is a great representation of how this should be a journey. It shouldn't be one of those things where, you know, I've preached before, I don't like 8-week challenge programs, 10-week, 12-week challenge programs, because 90% of the time they end up putting all the weight back on. Where what he's been doing, you know, over these years, he's made slow changes in his routine. He's built good habits over time, and he's made it long term, and he's enjoying it. It doesn't feel like a struggle. He's made it part of his life, and that's what health and fitness should be about. It should be about, yeah, 10-week goals, that's cool, and get us started, but what about post 10 weeks? What about the rest of my life? That's what I'm interested in. That's what I'm preaching about. That's what I want this channel to be about. And as a personal trainer, that's what I want to preach to clients. So that's where you're gonna see the true benefits, but physically and mentally. So my guy, you're killing it. I loved it. Can't wait to get some more sessions in. Post-workout meal. Oh, did a strawberry fall? No. Okay. All good. So we've got, oh my God, there's so much fruit on this. You can't even see the oatmeal. So we've got oats, some almond milk, scoop of protein powder, and some mixed berries here. So I used to be that kind of person where after the gym, I used to take a NutriBullet to the gym, and I used to get a scoop of protein, water, and chuck a couple of eggs in there, because don't ask me why, that's what I was doing at the time. But in my mind, I had that old school mentality that you gotta get your post-workout meal right away. That's not necessarily the case. It really depends on a few factors. One that I will address is that depending on what you've eaten before you've worked out. If you had, like you saw what I had, a pretty substantial pre-workout meal with a good amount of protein, you don't need to go home and eat right away, that anabolic window. There is an anabolic window, but it is not this 30-minute window where if you don't eat, you're gonna lose all your gain. Because the food that you've had before your workout, that's still in your stomach, that's still in your gut, processing, breaking down, and that's gonna be used to help with your recovery post-workout. Don't wait, you know, like 8 hours without eating. Evidence is showing about, you know, between 2, 3, 4 hours if you've had a good substantial meal before. If you haven't eaten a meal with good amount of protein and fuel before your workout, your post-workout timing, eating that sooner after your workout, becomes more important. It's important to keep that in mind. So I'm gonna eat a post-workout meal, I'm gonna do a little bit of work, some reports, gonna see some clients, and then we'll touch base in for the next meal. All right guys, back in for meal number 4. So I just got back from seeing a after school client, and I'm hungry. It's been a few hours since the previous meal. So we've got just a bit of a salad. Usually when it comes to salads, I like to have a mix of, you know, multiple different types of vegetables, but we only had cucumbers and capsicum. 300 grams of potatoes, mix of sweet and white potato, and I've got some minced meat. Typically I like to have chicken breast. Minced meat I have here is 95.5, so it's the leaner type of minced meat that you can purchase. This is actually called bifteki, which essentially it's Greek for like it's a Greek patty. It's got onion, spinach, carrot in there. Very simple. Roasted potatoes, onion, bit of garlic, and a bit of like 0-calorie kind of seasoning. So really simple, but really tasty and really enjoyable. Just because I'm eating these foods doesn't mean that these are the foods you have to eat. I will always preach eating a balanced diet with whole grains, different types of proteins, a mix of vegetables, fruits. That's always gonna be very important, but you choose from those different food groups what's gonna be best for you. So I'm gonna eat this, and then most likely I'll probably have a smaller meal. This is essentially dinner. I might have another meal before bed. I'm that kind of person. I really don't like to go to bed if I haven't eaten in the last hour or two. I just feel like I'm almost kind of hungry. So I'll eat this and then probably have one more meal before the day is done. We will check back in for that last meal. All right guys, so last meal of the day. I'm actually gonna have some Wheat Bix, and I'm just gonna have a protein bar, honestly, and that's gonna be the end of the day for me. That's gonna be it. I eat pretty much the same throughout, Monday to Friday. And then the weekends, if I go out with my wife, I don't splurge, I don't go crazy, but I enjoy myself. I go to a nice dinner. I enjoy my life. But Monday to Friday, I try and stay consistent. And if you're able to stay consistent with your diet, you will 100% make progress. So, oh no, another jelly cat. They've seen too much. See you guys. Natty.